Hello, so today I'm going to show you how to apply press-on nails using the free kit provided with any set of Royal Meadow Fairy nails. What you get free in this kit is some alcohol wipes, a cuticle stick, a nail file and a tube of glue. You can also provide some of your own items to make this process easier. You may need some cuticle snips or a cuticle cutter. You may prefer to use a nail buffer, but we do, like I say, provide a nail file that does the same job. If you have long nails, you're going to want some scissors to cut them down to length, and nail primer if you have really oily nail beds. So the first thing you're going to want to do is cut your nails down to length. I already have really short nails, so I can skip this part and go straight into filing. But what you're going to need to do is cut your nails to just above where your fingertip ends. Not much longer than that, because they're going to possibly get in the way or stick out of the edges of the press-on, and that will stop them from adhering properly. So here I'm mainly focusing on the corners of my nails. My nails grow naturally very square, so they go really pointed and sort of flare out a little bit at the edges. So I'm curving these right round. As you can see from the corner on the piece of paper I've got down, I've picked a coffin shape, so they do tailor in a little bit. So I'm making sure that those edges of my nails are properly filed down and that they're not going to poke out of the press-on nail, because if they poke out, that's going to stop the press-on from adhering properly for one, and it's just going to look messy. So once you've done that, you're going to want to go in and wash your hands. I'm just using a bit of hand sanitizer here, and then you can get ready to do your cuticle prep. So using the cuticle pusher provided, you're just going to want to apply a little bit of pressure and just push down those cuticles so they're not covering any of the nail bed. My cuticles aren't too bad here, so I don't need to go in with the snips afterwards, but if you do have really long cuticles, you may need to cut them down. But I'm just using my small cuticle cutter just to get the very edges off some of them that have overgrown a little bit. If you don't have those things, you can also buff off your cuticle if it's sticking out with the nail file as well. So here I'm using the nail file provided. Like I said, you can provide your own nail buffer. They're a little bit more gentle on your natural nail because they're not quite as coarse as a normal nail file. But the normal nail file does the same job, and for the purpose of this video, that's what I'm going to use. So what you want to do is, in circular motions, buff the entire surface of the nail bed. This will rough up the nail bed and stop it being so smooth, so that the nail glue has a nice rough surface to properly adhere to. They won't adhere as well to a smooth surface. So once you've got your nails nicely buffed, you're going to want to go in with one of your alcohol wipes and wipe away any of the excess dust. The alcohol also helps to dry out your nail bed a little bit. But like I say, after this step, if you do have a primer, if you've got oily nail beds, you can go in with that. So here I'm showing you how you could also buff the inside of your press-on nail if you wish. The nails that you buy from Royal Meadow Fairy do come pre-buffed, so that is not an essential step. But if you do wish to do it, make sure that you wipe down those nails with your alcohol wipe as well to get rid of any excess dust. Next, I'm opening up the nail glue that's provided. Once you open it, a good tip is to rest it on the lid like this, just to stop any spillages and getting glue everywhere. Like I say, that's the nail primer. If you want to go in with the nail primer at this point, you can. I, for the purpose of this video, have not, but I usually would use one because I do have oily nails. So next, I'm just snipping off the edge of the glue. And it's time to start applying the nail. You want to put a little splodge of glue on your natural nail, and you want to put some on the inside of the press-on nail. Then you want to line up the press-on nail to the just above the cuticle. Once you're happy with the position, you need to press it down onto the natural nail and squeeze the nail for a few seconds so that the glue has time to dry and adhere properly. So at a 45-degree angle from the nail, you hold your press on nail just until you get your positioning and you're happy, and then you can slowly lower it down. And as you can see here, I'm pushing on the top of the nail, and then I'm pushing on the side walls of the nail as well, just to make sure that that full outside edge is properly secure and there's no air bubbles or anything like that. Again, at a 45-degree angle, getting in positioning right, and then just squeezing the top and the side walls. I am squeezing them for quite a few seconds. I would say about 20 seconds on the top and then 20 seconds on the sidewall. This video is sped up massively so that I could fit it into a 10-minute video for this. So that's why it looks like I'm going really quickly, but I am holding them for a good 20 seconds. And the way I'm applying the glue is I'm putting a splodge of glue in the centre of the edge of the nail, and I'm using the nozzle of the nail glue tube to spread that glue out across the nail. As you can see here, that's the first hand done, and they're already very secure. The nail glue dries very, very quickly. So you do have to kind of work fast. You want to make sure as well that you're not putting too much glue on, because it will spill out. As you can see here, I put a little bit too much glue on that finger and my finger stuck to the nail. So you've got to be careful that you're not putting too much on. So like I say, you put a splodge in the middle, use the nozzle as I just showed you there to spread the glue out across the nail. Here's another close-up, a bit slower. Nice decent sized splodge in the middle of the edge of the nail, and then I'm using the nozzle here to just spread that splodge out across the rest of the nail. And same goes for your natural nail. Put a splodge in the centre near the cuticle and just use the nozzle of the glue to spread that out across the rest of the nail. And then to speed up the process here again, we're going super fast, but I am holding that on for a good 20 seconds, squeezing both the top and the side walls to make sure that the nail is properly secure. As you can see here, I didn't put enough glue on that particular nail, so I'm just going back in with a little bit of extra glue and reapplying. Now I've put too much glue on, so you could see there I was using my fingernails to press the sidewall so that I didn't stick my fingers to my thumb. And that's it, you're done. Your nails are applied. Super easy, right? So I'm just going to show you here by cutting the label off. You don't need to do this. I'm just doing this to show you how much glue I've actually used when doing this process, because you really don't have to use massive amounts of glue. You don't want it spilling out over the sides of your nails. It's hard to see here, but I've used about half a bottle of glue to apply this one set of nails. Here's a better close-up to show you exactly how much is used. So there is plenty of glue left if you do have any lifting, or for your next application, because these sets are reusable. You can use them, I would say 3 to 5 times, so there's definitely enough glue to have another application free with the kit. And you also have another alcohol wipe that you can use for your second application as well. And here they are, the finished set, all glued on. This is straight after applying, so they're already very secure. The glue, like I said, does dry very quickly. And I'm just doing my best. It's a bit of an awkward angle, but to show you how strong they are, I'm just pushing my hands onto my tabletop there just to put pressure onto the nails to show you how secure and strong they are straight after application. So that's it. Glue on and go. No more long sessions sitting in a salon waiting for hours for your nails to be done. And they're just as durable.